Simple steps today for a stronger, safer, and more independent. What if I told you that one of the single biggest reasons people over 60 start losing their structural balance has absolutely nothing to do with bad luck, clumsiness, or just simply getting older? Instead, what if it's caused by one tiny neurological signal between your feet and your brain that is getting weaker every single day? Here is the truly frightening part. You will not notice this decay while sitting comfortably in your favorite living room chair. You won't notice it while watching television or even while walking slowly across a flat room. But the exact split second your foot catches the hidden edge of a rug, the moment you step off a concrete curb, or the moment you stand up too quickly in the dark middle of the night, that missing neurological signal is the exact difference between safely catching yourself and crashing violently to the floor. This is not meant to scare you. It is meant to medically wake you up. Falls after age 60 are never minor events. A single accidental fall can instantly trigger a cascade of complications. A broken hip, an emergency hospital visit, a deep-seated fear of walking, a complete loss of confidence, and ultimately, the devastating beginning of losing your independence. Many older adults don't stop going outside because they are lazy. They stop because deep down, they are terrified that their own body will not catch them in time. But here is the magnificent news. There is one simple, doctor-approved exercise routine you can perform every single day, right at home, in less than 2 minutes. It is specifically designed to wake up silent nerve endings in your feet, strengthen your involuntary balance response, and remind your neuromuscular system how to stabilize itself long before a stumble becomes a catastrophe. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to execute it, the clinical science of why it works, and how to seamlessly weave it into your day so your steps instantly feel more controlled, more confident, and completely secure. Before we dive into the daily breakdown, if you want to protect your physical freedom and stay rock solid on your feet as you age, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another senior health guide here on the Dr. Robert channel. If you are ready to reactivate your balance reflex with me today, please type 1 in the comment section right now. If not, drop a 0 so I can learn how to make better clinical content for your specific needs. Let me ask you an honest medical question. When most adults over 60 realize they need to work on their balance, what do they usually do? They stand stationary on one leg. They grab the back of a kitchen chair, lift one foot up, wobble unsteadily for a few seconds, put the foot back down, and think, well, I suppose I trained my balance today. While standing static on one leg has some fundamental baseline utility, here is the catastrophic error. Most serious falls do not happen while you are standing completely still, fully prepared, and actively concentrating on your balance. Falls catch you completely by surprise. They happen when you turn your torso too quickly in the kitchen to grab a plate. They happen when transitioning from thick carpet onto slick tile. They happen when a loose slipper catches a doorway threshold, or when you are reaching high into a deep cabinet. They happen at 2 a.m. when you wake up to use the restroom and your brain is still half asleep. In other words, falls happen in active motion. They happen when your body is forced to instantly react to an offset center of gravity. That is why static balance routines fail. They train you to hold a fixed position, but they fail to train your body how to dynamically recover from losing its position. Physical recovery is the real key to longevity. If your torso begins to tip forward unexpectedly, the mechanoreceptors in your feet must instantly sense the displacement. Your toes must immediately drive down into the floor. Your ankles must activate, your calves and stabilizing hips must fire, and your brain must process that sensory neural loop at lightning speed to pull you back. That is the biological reflex we are going to reactivate today. Think of your feet not just as blocks you stand on, but as highly complex information centers. Every single time your soles touch the ground, they flash continuous sensory data to your central nervous system regarding whether the terrain is slippery, uneven, soft, or rigid. When you were younger, this loop operated flawlessly. But after 60, prolonged sitting, Structural shoe cushioning and stiffening joints quietly mute this conversation. It behaves exactly like a smoke detector with a dying battery. The danger is present, but the alarm sounds too late. Let's look at the 5-step blueprint to turn that warning system back on. Movement 1. The foot wake-up press. This trains the absolute foundation of fall prevention, the sensory connection between your soles and your brain. How to do it. Stand behind a sturdy, non-slip kitchen chair or counter. Place both feet flat, hip-width apart, with your knees slightly soft. Stand tall and look straight ahead. Do not look down at your feet. Now, firmly press all 10 toes straight down into the floor, as if you are attempting to grip the surface, but without tightly curling your toes. Keep your heels completely flat on the ground. The routine. Hold this targeted muscular engagement for 3 full seconds, intentionally focusing on the pressure points under the balls of your feet and arches. Relax for 3 seconds. Perform 10 controlled repetitions, once in the morning and once before dinner. Movement 2. The gentle toe lean. This movement explicitly trains your forward recovery reflex for the exact moment your foot catches on an unseen obstacle. How to do it? Facing your counter or the corner of a room for safety. Place your feet hip-width apart. Keep your spine perfectly upright. Now, slowly tilt your entire body forward from your ankles, exactly like a rigid tree tilting in the wind. Do not bend at your hips or waist. As you lean forward just an inch or two, you will feel your toes automatically clamp down into the ground to pull your body back. The routine. Let that toe pressure engage. Pause and safely guide your weight back to vertical center. Execute 8 slow, controlled leans. This is not a test of courage. It is precise neural conditioning for real-world stumbles. Movement 3. The side-to-side foot shift. Unexpected sideways stumbles are highly dangerous because senior lateral hip stabilizers are rarely conditioned. How to do it. Stand tall behind your chair with fingertips providing light stabilization. Slowly shift your entire center of mass directly over your right foot. Do not lift your left foot off the ground yet. Simply make the right foot feel heavy, anchoring your heel and toes. The routine. Hold that lateral load for 3 steady seconds, sensing the weight transition, then slide back to center. Repeat on the left side. Complete 10 deliberate shifts per side. Do not sway your shoulders or pivot your hips. Force your lower legs to recognize the shifting balance boundaries. Movement 4. The chair stand control. Transitions between sitting and standing are where a vast majority of senior balance disruptions materialize. How to do it. Sit near the front edge of a firm, solid chair with feet flat on the floor. Tilt your chest slightly forward, moving your nose over your toes to mechanically shift your weight distribution directly over your feet. The routine. Drive through your entire foot and stand up slowly without using momentum. Pause at the top for 2 full seconds to completely stabilize your equilibrium. Then, control the lowering phase entirely. Do not drop back down into the seat. Execute 5 highly controlled repetitions. Movement 5. The quick step rescue lift. This targets slow foot clearance, the primary mechanical cause behind seniors dragging or catching their toes on rug edges and pavement cracks. How to do it. Stand behind your counter, looking straight ahead. Instantly but smoothly lift your right foot 2 to 4 inches clean off the ground, as if dynamically clearing a physical barrier. Hold it suspended for 1 second. The routine. Place it back down with absolute control. Do not let it slap down unguided. Alternate to your left foot. Complete 10 reps per leg. This conditions your hip flexors and stabilizing ankles to instantly elevate your foot clearance, serving as your ultimate biological defense mechanism against tripping. Protecting your neurological balance loops is the ultimate way to safeguard your future independence. These micro changes in our physical capabilities manifest quietly. A slight hesitation standing up out of bed, a subconscious habit of reaching for the hallway wall, or a mild anxiety walking across a dimly lit room. True fall prevention is about managing the ordinary moments where you are physiologically vulnerable. When you first wake up in the morning or navigate a dark room at night, your muscles are cold, your joints are inherently stiff, and your blood pressure shifts rapidly upon standing. This is precisely when the foot-to-brain alarm system is at its slowest. Do not wait for an accidental fall to begin prioritizing this. Clear your floor pathways, remove decorative throw rugs, install bright night lights, and always pause for 3 to 5 seconds on the edge of your bed before taking your first step. Your physical health is not determined by a singular heroic workout. It is constructed through small, calculated micro-habits practiced daily. 1 year from now, these simple 2 minutes of foot presses and controlled leans will allow you to step off a curb with absolute certainty. 5 years from now, it will be the literal reason you are still moving freely, visiting family, and living entirely on your own terms. Please take a brief moment right now to comment below with your current age, and tell me which of these 5 balance habits you are going to try first today. Click that like button, share this vital guide with a friend who wants to stay strong on their feet, and subscribe to Dr. Robert for more evidence-based longevity keys. Thank you so much for watching. Wake up your foundation daily, and I will see you in our next video.